Hi, everybody. It's me, Angel Benton. I know it's been a long time since you all have heard from me, but I am back. Actually, I didn't go anywhere really. I did move. I did leave Los Angeles, and I'm now living in Las Vegas. And I've kind of left the industry as well. I'm working in the gaming industry now, and I am a project manager with the gaming industry. So that's kind of different, for me. It's a little bit random, but, and when I say gaming in Nevada, when we say gaming, we mean gambling. So I don't talk about video games because I love me some video games, but it has nothing to do with the video games. It has to do with slot machines. But actually, I work for a finance company in the compliance department. So it's pretty cool. I get to travel a lot for my work and go to all these various casinos, and oversee implementation of our product. So it's a cool job. I really enjoy it for the most part. I mean, every job is stressful, right? Um, but recently, I lost someone that was very close to me, and that was my grandmother. And my grandmother was really, really special. And one of the things that she instilled in me was my love of soap operas. I love soap operas, and ever since I was a child, and when I say child, I mean child. Uh, you know, I have watched soap operas because that was before the days of VCRs. That was before, I mean, which predates DVD players, right? For all my younger viewers. Until 3:30 every day, we had to be in front of the television. And then after that, then we could go run around with grandma whenever she would watch us after school. So, at first I hated it. Oh God, I hated those soap operas because it felt like, I was watching this like chain that was holding us down. But the reality is I kind of grew to like them. And, I saw a lot of great things on soap operas because of my grandmother. I saw Luke and Laura get married. I saw this one, if you look it up on YouTube, you should look it up. It's great. It's this one episode of All My Children where Erica Kane is accepting the Woman of the Year award, and she goes crazy, and well, she's hopped up on painkillers. So she goes crazy and decides to just rip apart everybody in the entire room. It is the greatest moment in that show's history. It was or at least I thought so. It was pretty awesome. I know it looks really low budget right now, but this is the best that I can do. So, oh well. Anyway, so yeah, so I really developed my love of soap operas for my grandmother. So the way that it's kind of going to work is that every day I'm going to be uploading around 10 minutes of me talking about various soap operas and what's going on in those soap operas every single week. Now, there's only 4 soap operas on the air here in America. There is Bold and the Beautiful, Days of Our Lives, Young and the Restless, and let's see, General Hospital. General Hospital is the one I started watching. Hello. So, but there's 7 days in a week. So 3 days of a week, I'm going to also be talking about random other shows that I like to watch as well. So, for the most part, it's going to be soap opera based. And let's be real, most of the shows that I like to watch that aren't soap operas, they're all reality shows and they're all on Bravo. Although R.I.P. Mob Wives. I love me some Mob Wives. I love me some Jersey Shore too, actually, but they're both gone. So tip of the hat to you. But so I'm going to be, discussing the various shows that I'm watching as well. So the first show that I want to talk about is The Real Housewives of Melbourne. And the reason why I want to talk about the Real Housewives of Melbourne, first of all, today's Labor Day, which is a big holiday we have in the United States where we celebrate our workforce. So everyone gets the day off. So that's nice. So I want to say shout out to my employers for giving me the day off today. I haven't had holidays off in years. But anyways, so Real Housewives of Melbourne. Okay, so here's my problem. Okay, my problem isn't even with the show. I love the show. In fact, I would probably say that the Real Housewives of Melbourne is the best city out of the entire franchise. Better than any of the ones in America, and it's even better than Cheshire, although Cheshire is my second favorite. But Melbourne is the best. My favorite housewife and my favorite house husband of all time, Chica and Bruce. I love them both. They are the greatest. But here's my problem. My problem is that the season 3 has been on now for weeks. And how many commercials have you seen for it on Bravo? I haven't seen any. Sorry, I'm trying to hold the telephone. I'm actually shooting this on my telephone, and I'm a little nervous, so I'm a little shaky. I've been drinking actually a little bit. This is my kinky summer. Okay, so Chica and Bruce, I love them. They are awesome. But here's the thing. So, how many times have you ever seen Real Housewife of Melbourne on Watch What Happens Live? Oh, wait, none. No, I take that back. One time last season, they had 3, Jackie, Janet, and Chica were there bartending. Really? The show's been on for 3 seasons. You haven't had them on at all. Not one time. And whenever Andy plays like little trivia games with his guests with all the various housewife cities, is Melbourne ever included? No, never. I think I've seen them mentioned on the Bravo TV app maybe twice, but that's better than nothing, I suppose. That's what the Cheshire Girls got. Nothing. Come on, Andy, get with it. I want you to really start to embrace Melbourne. I mean, give them a shot. I mean, I will say this. When Melbourne first started in season 1, they were given that god-awful Saturday at noon slot that Cheshire just had recently. I don't know how anyone ever watched it, because that's not the time when people watch Bravo television. They watch Bravo television Monday through Thursday at night, sometimes Fridays, but I mean, they never watch it Saturday afternoon, right? But people watched it, and then they brought them back for the second season and put them in prime time. Now, they're still in prime time, thank goodness. But there have been no commercials for this season at all. It's a little crazy. So, Andy, I want you to kind of step up a little bit on the promotion of the Real Housewives of Melbourne. That's all. That's all that I'm saying. It would be nice if the girls, because I'm not going to lie, because this season is airing now in the United States. It aired like 6 months ago in Australia, whereas last season it aired the next day in the US. So it would air in Australia, and then the next day it would air in the US, right? So the fact that all this time went by, I totally expected them to be canceled here in the United States, because why wouldn't they be, right? How else would anyone get to see them, right? I hope this isn't too shaky, because I'm a little nervous. There we go. Okay, so anyways, this season, I want to give Gamble a shout out, because I think she's a lot calmer and a lot smarter. Not smarter. She's just a lot more relaxed this season than last season. She was the new girl last season, and everyone was kind of picking on her with that rumor. And more about that later. But it was, this season she's married. She's got a great relationship with her stepson, and I think she's much better this season. I love her. I mean, I loved her last season too, but this season I think she's great. Gina, we love Gina. We've always loved Gina. The gays love Gina. She's great. Although her assistant, have you seen her assistant? How he always looks afraid? Like, he's always got that look on his face like he's about to seriously just get run over. Let's try this again. There we go. I'm trying to keep it steady. It's a little bit difficult. And then there's Lydia. First of all, Lydia's gorgeous. She's beautiful. There's no doubt about that. But that whole thing last season with Gamble and the rumors about Gamble being a stripper and a call girl and all that stuff, that was all... Technically, we found out at the reunion that was technically started by Lydia. Well, now all of a sudden, Petty Fleur's like, I can't believe I can't trust Lydia. Really? Have you not been watching the show? I mean, seriously? You can't trust Lydia, okay? I'm not saying that's a bad thing. There are lots of people that, you can't really trust that much. That's fine. That's who they are. It's all good. But I'm definitely looking forward to seeing how this show is going to turn out over the season. So I hope that you all tune in on Friday nights, although it has been on Wednesday nights lately. But Wednesdays and Fridays on Bravo, Real Housewives of Melbourne. Tomorrow, I'm going to be discussing, what am I going to talk about tomorrow? I'll probably be talking about Bold and the Beautiful tomorrow, but we'll see. Anyways, thank you so much, and have a great Labor Day.